I love physical media. Games, books, movies. But I think it's safe to say physical media isn't as popular as it once was. With the rise of streaming services, Kindles, and e-shops, sofas are way more convenient and comfortable. But why do I prefer physical media? Well, to get the obvious out of the way first, it's physical. You can touch it, you can hold it, you actually own it. As long as you keep it in good condition, you should have that thing for a very long time. On the other side, film rights are constantly being fought for on streaming platforms. You could go to sit down to watch a movie that you know was on Netflix the night before, and the next day, it's gone. With physical media, it's nice to own things outright, rather than relying on big companies to keep the rights in order for you to watch it. Even if certain movies are on streaming platforms, which a lot of old and obscure movies aren't, sites like Disney Plus sometimes do censoring and changing of movies and episodes slightly, so it's nice to know if you own it, your copy can't be tampered with. Streaming services can also have a dip in visual and audio quality too. With streaming off the internet, you can also get problems like buffering. Also, one big one for me is supporting industries. Matt Damon explains in an episode of Hot Ones that without the second stream of income DVDs provide 6 months after a film releases, certain types of movies that aren't huge blockbusters aren't able to be made as much. The way he talks in this interview makes me sad, and it just makes me want to support physical media all the more. But from a personal point of view, collecting is fun too. I love displaying my books and movies to people in my house. Not only is it a good conversation starter, but it's fun to collect stuff. Trying to get the next one in a set and displaying it proudly when you find it. There's something about a complete set of DVDs or books that is so satisfying to me. Not to mention, there's some box sets and Blu-rays that are more like art than DVD.
I need it!
For example, the Criterion Collection has some amazing looking DVDs with extra little bits in them, which actually brings me on nicely to special features. One thing that got me into film in the first place was seeing behind the scenes of how movies were made. And although some streaming services provide things similar to that now, they aren't as frequent as they are on DVDs and definitely not as good. Not to mention, a lot of DVDs come with director's commentary, which I like too.
Probably the only person who's not a stunningly wonderful human being on the set was Miles.
Miles,
Yeah.
pain in the ass. But
In fact, it's not only special features, but the cool menus as well. The most memorable one for me was the Shrek menu with all the characters. But physical media can be expensive. Buying every movie you ever want to watch? Even I don't do that. Usually, I'll watch something on Netflix first, and if I liked it and would watch it again, that's when I'll go out and buy a physical copy. That's a bit harder to do with books and games, unless you own a Kindle or the online version of a game is really cheap. So, for the most part, I usually go straight for a physical in that case. Saying that though, buying a game digital I understand more so, mainly due to the fact that if you're really excited for a game, you can pre-download it before it's released and play it as soon as the clock hits midnight. Although, that being said, nothing hit better as a kid than driving home after just buying a brand new game, analysing the front, back, and inside of the box, so excited to play it. And like movies, games come with great special editions too. Just recently, God of War Ragnarok came with a Mjolnir replica, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff. I feel like buying physical makes it more of an experience. Buying it from a shop and waiting to play it, versus buying loads of games on Steam sales and not playing them. But honestly, in terms of digital versus pre-owned, I think both have their place. Digital is more convenient and cost-effective, but it's nice to actually own the thing, have it in the best unchanged quality, and guarantee you can watch it. Thanks for watching.